Yes, you do. Okay. So I think it's time now to walk through a practice with everybody so they can actually have the experience of that, because whether you know it or not consciously, you have all this information already. And we're just going to show you how to kind of get at it, how to clear some of the old crap out of the way and really feel into this for yourself. Again, this takes practice, right? You're going to have this experience now and you're going to have a for sure sense. You're going to be like, yes, I understood that. I felt that. This was now a felt experience for you, which you can absolutely recreate. And it's reps, right? It's doing this over and over again, as we've said repeatedly, because it takes that many repetitions to get it into your brains. You have to practice this stuff outside. What's your analogy? Is it the World Series? The pitcher doesn't learn on the mound. They have, what do they have? Batting practice? What do they?
Yeah, they have batting practice
Yeah.
at practice, right? You are
Yeah.
not practicing how to pitch at Game 7 of the World Series. No one would think that that's a good idea, but that's what we think we should be able to do. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm going to practice the skill that I know I need to have on a date, on the date. I'm not going to practice that all ever. And then I'm going to expect that I can execute on this date. And if I don't, I'm going to slam myself for it.
Yeah, this is such a foundational thing. Well, I mean, I'd have to map out all of these practices we've got to kind of rank them, but I want to say knowing yes, no, maybe, and I don't know are the foundation for everything.
Yay, yay. I mean, I get so excited because there's so many practices that we could share and only so much time. But let's go with this one and see. I think first we're going to move the body a little bit, get a little comfy for yourself, but I'm going to walk us through a few body positions and then we'll bring in some scenarios. How about you let your body move in a way, especially like I feel like your arms. I feel like our arms are a part of a yes. How's your arms? If you were saying, yes, I love this, how would your arms move? Yes. Feel that. Do that a little bit, right? See also what happens to your face. Yes. Right? Yes. Notice the parts of your body that are like, this is what a yes feels like for me. Okay. Well, let's shake that off. No. Like I didn't have to think about it. I just said no and let my body move. So say no and see how your arms or legs want to move. No. Right? And let your body do that thing. Try it out a few times. No. Okay. And what about maybe? I don't know. Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. And feel how it feels to be in this maybe. We'll do one more, which is body, which is how would you position your body? And I might need to give you some hints here. If it's a yes and, ooh, I feel a little scared.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I'm going to reach out as my yes. But I'm going to place a hand on my heart as like, oh, it's tender. I feel a little nervous or scared. But like, there's a yes, like, give it to me. There's a part that says, give it to me. Is a yes. And a part that says, oh, don't hurt my feelings, please. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Right? So notice how that feels in your body. Notice what body posture that is.
I want to hear from people in the comments if you already know this. Because I always wonder, I think with G, this comes sort of more naturally than it does to me. So I'm always like, do people know what that is already or do they not? Let
Well,
us know.
I would say, let us know if you are connected to it or have become reconnected to it. Because if you ask any toddler,
Yeah,
they know.
they sure do.
Right? So it's not that we've never known. Kids who can't speak, you can tell when it's a yes for them. You can tell when it's a no. You can tell when it's an I don't know.
That's actually
Right?
a good trick for if you are not sure, pretend to be a toddler acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now let's think of something that you know for sure is a yes for you, you like, right? Maybe it's a certain flavor of ice cream that you like, a certain snack or a certain place you like to be. I love like, no, I'm like, I don't love, like, see, my body was like, you don't love chocolate ice cream. What are you talking about? Don't move like a yes. Like, that's how I know my body's on. I love coffee flavored ice cream. I actually don't like ice cream, but if I'm going to choose ice cream, it is coffee flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
Right. So feel that. Declare a yes for me is coffee flavored ice cream. Yes, I feel that. Right. When I go to say a yes for me is chocolate flavored ice cream, like, my arms go up, but this whole sinking feeling comes down my body.
Your
right?
face
So actually,
changes, your voice
yes,
changes. Yeah.
right? There's some confusion. Can you hear there's confusion, right? So this is actually a fun one to do. Declare something you like with the body posture of a yes. Try that out for a second.
That I actually like.
Yeah, that you
Well,
actually like.
I like chocolate ice cream.
Feel that. Feel how it feels to feel that yes. Now, do the same like yes tone of voice and declaration and body with something that you know you don't like.
I like cooked mushrooms. Do
Yeah,
you
did it
believe
feel the
me?
same?
She's a lie.
Right? It's almost like, I love that you never text me back, but occasionally text me and ask me out on a date at the last minute. No, actually, I don't. But
Yeah.
we say, oh, yes, so glad to hear from you.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you. That's not true, is it? I mean, if
No,
it is true for
hardly.
you, own it.
Yeah.
But if it's not, let's not pretend.
Yeah.
Right? And what would be a no for you that
Hmm.
you know for certain? For me, it's no dogs lick my face.
Ooh, I'm like, lick my face, dogs. Let's see. Oh, no spiders on my head.
That feels like a clear no?
A
No.
clear no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I want to add here, a big no for me is not a true no. That's I'm defending myself against something I fear is coming towards me and I have no power. A true deep no for me is just like, absolutely not. It's
Yeah.
very petite.
So it's good to know the nuance, right? And hopefully, if you are not watching us right now, that you do come back and find us on, is it YouTube and Spotify that has video, right?
Yeah.
And watch, because you'll see our expressions, you'll see our body language and how there's nuance in it. And that's what we want you to be able to explore and get curious about. Where's the nuance in your body language of your yeses and your nos? Okay. How about declaring something that's either a maybe for you or that you don't know? What would you say?
Oh, I get pretty existential and weird there. I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to die.
Okay.
That's not what I mean, is that helpful in this moment?
Well, I think it's helpful in growing the capacity to be with that feeling and the sensation
Yeah.
of that, because that does exist in your life, that feeling.
Yeah. Let's maybe go a bit simpler to, I don't know if that is helpful in this moment. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, does that feel sort of simple and okay to be with?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. That's what we want. We want our yeses, our nos, our I don't knows, our yes and I feel scared to be simple and okay to be with. And with practice, it becomes that.
It does. So that, I think we just illustrated that accidentally very beautifully. If I had to know if that little existential moment was helpful or not, that's a sensation of pressure, of needing certainty where there was none. The moment it becomes, oh, I don't know if that's helpful. It's this lighter feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for me, and I don't know, would be I don't know if I want to travel to Asia.
Mm,
Right? There is some yeses of like, that's my technically, I guess, my homeland. My parents are from Hong Kong. I've never been to Asia. And there's a part of me, and obviously I know not all of Asia is this, but I have a real bathroom. Like, I like clean bathrooms everywhere. I don't like tons of people all over the place. So I'm like, will it be a place that I'll feel really good in? I don't know.
mm,
Right, and I'm okay not knowing, and that doesn't have to determine if I decide to go or not right now.
yeah.
It's just, I don't know, I know there's some yeses, I know there's some nos,
Hmm.
right? This one I think is important. What's a yes for you and it's a little nerve-wracking or scary?
Hmm. Oh, I guess, what do you call it? Speaking to camera videos on Instagram.
Right, so
Making.
feel the part of that that's a yes for you, that you're somewhat excited to speak to these cameras and talk and share. Be the center of attention. right?
It actually go like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Is that the yes part or is that the scared part?
That's a combination of both.
Oh, nice. So you know. Okay, so do that one again, and I hope you're watching. That's your combination?
I'm doing this thing.
Yes. Now practice separating the two. Move your body in a way that represents the part of talking to camera that excites
Mhm.
you to do.
That becomes a he, and the
Yeah.
fear becomes a whew.
Yeah. And then come out of that for a moment and just land in the body posture and movement of the part of you that feels scared to do that. Yeah. And feel that for 1 to 3 breaths. That's all.
There's lots of this going
Yeah.
on for me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then now let's shake that one off. Choose which one of those 3 elements of what you just walked through you want to hang out in for the next 1 to 3 breaths.
Yeah. So I move immediately to the left. My fear and my no lives on the right, and my yes and yay lives on the left.
Yeah. Right? So this is what's cool is like we want to feel into each component. Most of the time we're only practiced at feeling into the component that feels scary or feels like the no.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every no has a yes to it, but some no's have a yes to it.
Yeah.
And we want to honor that. We want to like get to feel some of that separately and then decide after of for the next moment, where would you like to hang out? We don't usually ask ourselves that question. We don't think it's an option. We think, well, if I feel the no and all the no is flooding through my body, that's just where I'm going to hang out until, I don't know, I distract myself somehow and like feel something different at some point in 3 days or 7 hours. We don't
Mhm.
realize that in the next 1 to 3 breaths, we can actually already be feeling into a different component of the truth.
Yeah. I want to add a piece here about the different sensory experiences of yes, no's, and maybes. Depending on how you process sensory information, you're going to get a very different story from your body. And I just want to make room for all of that. For some people, it might be a word. For some people, it might be a felt sense. It might have colors or shapes or locations in space. And the only way to know all this is to do these simple things. Like if you look through your sock drawer is the example I'm going to give, and there's going to be socks you love and you know you want to wear every day, and there's going to be socks that always live in the back of the drawer. They're a no. And then there's all the I don't know socks, the maybe sometimes if everything's dirty socks, and experience the fulsomeness of those different types of socks in your body and notice where this lives in your experience of reality and how it shows up.
Yes, I love that sock drawer, right? And then take it to your snack drawer,
Mhm.
right? Take it to your shoe rack because you're going to feel all these things with all of that. Your cutlery, your shirts in the closet, it's all going to have a felt sense experience. And that's what we want you to get curious about. Like, what is the felt sense of a yes, the felt sense of a no, the felt sense of a maybe, the felt sense of only if I'm desperate, right?
Right?
Only if I'm desperate and I have no more underwear, do I like this pair. Why you are still in my drawer, I do not know.
We don't know. It's that fear, the scarcity mentality. But so this is when your body becomes familiar with this, like you can actually get to the point where your body is so familiar with this. Your mind is running its own story, but your body now knows. So when you're on this date with whoever it is, your body might produce, like I might go, oh, everything inside me is moving to the left with a guy that in my mind, I'm like, that's an I'm not sure or a no, but my body is doing this thing that it does when I know I like a pair of socks. So maybe I'll hang out here and see what's what.
Yes, right? I think this is a great analogy because when you date, it's the same as your underwear drawer. If you had no underwear left, and assuming you don't like to go commando, then you're going to really like that you discovered that last pair of clean underwear. You're going to like it. But if you have your drawer full of all of your underwear, including some that you love, they feel so good. you're going to hate that pair. And you're going to be like, yeah, no, not reaching for you today. The same thing with dating.